This is good. All right. In this video, I'm talking about the 10,000 foot level of running Facebook ads. Okay. And how it's actually really done and how you can really kind of like scale everything. So in this analogy, I drew a circle here, and this is what's called, I say, the universe. This is like everybody on Facebook, just everybody. And so in general, you already know, you should know that like the people you're looking for read certain magazines. They watch certain TV shows. They like certain things. So for example, let's just say with a dentist, he's probably subscribing to some dentist associations, these professional associations, you know, they, you know, probably like luxury cars. So what we're trying to do here is we're trying to take the universe and essentially break it up. I didn't mean to cross that over. What we're doing is we're drawing these circles. Okay. So these are essentially what you're trying to do here. And then eventually you'll have one in here. And what these are is going to be the different larger targets. So for example, we were just talking about luxury cars, maybe books/magazines. Okay. Books/magazines. Over here might be professional associations. Okay. Over here, again, these are the things that you want to start to identify. So this may even be like TV shows. You'd be interesting to surprise when I ran the Facebook ads for one of my clients last year. He was doing about $1 million a month, and I was able to bring him to 2 million. And they never, when I explained this to him, like literally, like they hired me on the spot to take over their ads. And one of the things that hit for me, they didn't know, but one of the things that hit for me was TV shows. It was kind of interesting to find that out. There was these certain comedies that his target market was watching. And I mean, the ad thing, and I'll show you how we're going to scale this in just a minute, but stuff like this. So luxury cars, books, magazines, professional associations, you know, even let's just say like websites, you know, maybe they go to, or other companies, you know, this one we'll put this one like as like other companies, right? So other companies. And what does that mean? Like, so the SBA, right? The SBA, stuff like that. Amex, stuff like that. So what you're trying to do here is essentially group these things, right? So you'll start running ads. These are what going to be called your, hey, get out of there. This is going to be your, you know, so you'll have a campaign, right? A campaign. And then what you have is ad sets. Okay. Your ad sets. And so underneath your ad sets, you have over here, essentially, you know, we'll do luxury cars. That's going to be one ad set because the ad set is targeting. Then, you know, books/mags, you know, we'll put professional association. And so what's going to happen is that Facebook is going to like run your message at these people, and you're going to start to get hits. You know, you're going to get hits. You know, you're going to get hits. You may end up getting a lot of hits in one of them. Let's just say that, you know, this one you get even a ton. Just pretend these are like all hits. Okay. This is, you know, these are people that are clicking on the ad. You may, you know, obviously get conversion, stuff like that. And so professional social, let me just try to do this. And with books, magazines. Okay. And so what's going to go on here now is that let's just say that your advertising budget is, let's just say $50, right? So $50. And this would be over here. This is like $50. Okay. $50. And you start to identify that like, okay, like books and magazines, these two are doing really, really well. So over here, you turn off this ad set, you turn off that ad set, you turn it off. And so now you're just running essentially these two. Does everybody understand how that works real quickly? Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me move this over here and I'll flip something open for you real quickly. And this is, let me see my, so when I went and did this is why I'm beating the pants off people, and hopefully it keeps going, knock on wood. I'm not trying to like be a conceited jerk. I'm just telling you that like it works. It works. This is the first thing I went and did. Okay. This is the first thing I went and did when I started running my ads. Obviously for agency entrepreneurs, I went and put, okay, see, these are those pages, magazines, books, TV shows, competitors. And then what I started looking for was, you know, all of this. Okay. So take a look at, for this for a minute. Okay. Am I losing anybody? How are we doing right now? Let's just get a quick status check. Is everybody with me for a moment? Cause I just afraid I don't want to like lose you. It's super important. And you guys are going to need to do this research to identify like different targets or categories, right? Okay. So this whole thing, you know, we're trying to find a needle in the haystack, you know, or essentially a spot where they're all hanging out. And so they could all be hanging out here. Okay. And so what you're going to do is you cut out these other stuff. So no longer TV shows. And then you've got, you know, websites like this. And so now it moves over to just books and pro associations, right? So this is where we've now moved our budget over. To see that now? So this is the idea of scale. So we got this going, got it going here. We realized cut out the dead weight. So now we have put our budget into these two. And then you'll watch these two do what they're going to do. And you may end up decreasing the budget or increasing the budget to one specific one. Here's what I can tell you. Just like a pond where the fish will not always be, let's just say this was a pond. This is a pond. The fish may not always stay by the rock in, I guess, perpetuity. They move. And what is going on this month may be the complete opposite to next month. Next month, it may be everyone is over here. They're all the fish have moved into here. So don't delete these. Keep them because they do change. And so this kind of strategy thing and handout is this. It's literally this. And so you literally go in here. Was that somebody had a question? No? Okay. You literally go and you got to go find this stuff. So I know that like for me, I'm targeting digital marketers. I know they probably going after Entrepreneur, Success Magazine, Inc., Forbes, you know, the books that they were reading. And so you start with big chunks. I started with a huge chunk here. And I started seeing massive hits for myself inside of the gurus. Okay. And so what I did, and I'll show you a perfect example inside of my ads, is not only did I put all of these, see all this right here? You guys can't really see when I scroll over it, but this was the groups that I grouped them into right here. These are the groups. See how I grouped them? I grouped them so they're similar. These guys are all similar. Canfield, Maxwell, Proctor. Then you've got like the Shark Tank guys. Then you got like the preachers, you know, like life, like all those people. And then I grouped them into here. And then I ultimately found this was the one right here that I ran with. Look at the leads that are coming in there. Okay. But something else that I saw, which was really crazy, if you see, I even put like green on it. I literally broke him out, his own freaking group, like Tony Robbins. I broke him out. Look at him. Him, that one person. I would never have realized Tony Robbins, and boom, look at my leads. So what you'll do here is books. There might ultimately be, let's just say for you, a professional association, the dental association, that literally you bust out and it becomes your main thing, and boom, and that's scale. How we doing, folks? You still with me? Mm-hmm. Everybody okay? Okay. It applies. So I used to do this originally for my my global distribution company, my client Newton. That's how I was smashing stuff for him. Then the real estate guy that I did last year, it's the same process. But for me, like, I found that there was the TV shows. It was crazy. And it was very specific too, because you can start figuring it out. Like, it was, believe it or not, it was actually African-American comedy shows that went like crazy. It was nuts. Yeah, I mean, you would have never figured that. I mean, especially in a company that didn't have one African-American employee in their company. Yet their best clients were that, except, you know, the sales guy, which was, it was just crazy. So you won't know. And what I also want you to understand is that it changes. So let's go over and let me just go kind of like mess with you for a minute. So not mess with you. I'm sorry. I don't mean mess with you. Like, let me give you an example. So when I went, just give me a second here. We'll start May. Okay. This may or may not help you. Because I can't really go back and show you, like, because right now, like, just so you know, like for me, right at this moment, my ads hit a bump, and yours will too. Yours will too. And so I just went back to the basics and I opened up all the categories again. So currently right now, I'm literally running all the categories and I'm starting over and I'm back again. And I got to figure out what's hitting right now. Cause like I scaled my ads. I had it all the way up, you know, Tony Robbins, and then boom, it fell off the map. And so currently right now with my ads, I'm running a whole bunch again. So I'm back at the beginning, but I'm not sure if we'll be able to see this. But what I did is I went into May to May 1st, 31st. You can see I was running these guys. And then if I go to June, let me just see something here. June. Let me try to do right. See if this kind of shows out. Yeah. So this isn't really going to like explain to you or show you, demonstrate, but what happened was I was able to run, I was running 5 and then I went down to 2, if that makes sense. The ad sets. Does everybody understand? Like, I broke mine out into campaigns, which it's the same concept. It's the same concept, whether you're using multiple campaigns or multiple ad sets. And so as you start getting, you know, more deeper into this and stuff, you'll run campaigns with multiple ad sets inside. But for right now, you just do one because you're very specific. Okay. So let me go ahead and pause this video and see if anybody has any questions and just get some feedback.